I read an article. That guy that did the remember the Jerry Curl, the Soul Glow.
Yeah.
They had asked him to be in the movie, and he didn't want to. He didn't want to be in
the
it.
Soul Glow.
No, they had a whole nother sketch for him where they was gonna have like Soul Grow, and he was gonna go bald, and they was gonna like make his hair grow and shit. Like,
I thought, I thought the McDowell.
But he didn't want to
funny.
do it. He probably was thinking like what you saying, like, man, I don't want to do the old shit no more. I want to do something totally different.
I'm saying they could have definitely did it. You know, if you really look at the second movie and the first movie, it starts off kind of the same. It zooms in on the Wakanda or whatever, Zamunda, and it shows oh boy waking up. Mm-hmm. In the first movie, it was wake up, it's your birthday. Yes, it is my birthday. In this one, wake up, your highness, it's your anniversary. Yes, it is our anniversary. Yeah. And then right from there, then all the, you know what I'm saying, stuff. But if you look at the first movie, everything made sense. Like, it was about establishing the characters. And this one, his 3 daughters just come out and we just go, okay, he's got 3 daughters. But tell me one thing about any of them. Tell me one thing collectively about any of them. You know what I'm saying? They weren't characters. They were characters.
The oldest one stood out. Only one that stood out was the oldest one.
But it stood out in what way? I thought she was going to end up fucking her brother.
They kind of.
I thought that's where they were going with that shit because there was a couple shots where they were looking at each other.
It was low key.
Yeah, it was a weird.
It was a weird vibe going on.
What the fuck going on?
I feel like it was just one of those things to where like there's certain things that we watch and you have no idea when that ending comes. It's just like wow. Not anything gotta be the Sixth Sense, but just something where you don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? In this movie, tell me you didn't see the daughter becoming the queen. Tell me you didn't see old boy getting with the girl.
That's all about to get to. It was
just like
that's all about to get to.
Yeah.
It was like why didn't she like become the queen or like you had different queens like back in the day, Queen Elizabeth and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Why
like that was one of those messages, and that was one of those new messages that they was trying to put into the, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
I think that it's like you bring this like. You bring Wesley Snipes into it. He has some funny parts. It's just
Wesley Snipes is funny though.
I feel like there was music. I feel like this was a musical.
Right? Yeah.
I feel like this was a musical.
It kind of seemed like a musical.
Nah, you know what the fuck? And then you go back and watch the original, and like, I believe that children are the future. Okay, you have that, but the entire presence of that song is a joke. You laugh, that boy good. That boy, while he's singing, we have character development from the side characters. Who's that girl? Oh, that's McDowell's daughter. So as this funny, you know what I'm saying? This is just, and I'm singing Prince, and I'm a rapper, and it's just like, and it's hurting my head just like, because I don't know none of these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just found out who Megan Thee Stallion is, because she got shot in the foot. But I don't know why there's so many musical numbers, but we could go on this forever. The point is, thumbs up to thumbs down. Give me a number score 1 through 10. Ski, what are you giving Coming to America?
I give it a 6.
Okay. Everyone?
I give it a 7. 7 for sure.
You give it a 7?
I immediately thought 7 too. Yeah.
7. I didn't give it any thought while you guys are doing it. I'm going to say, to not be an asshole, I'm gonna call it a 6, but only if you're drinking. If you're sober and like your girl just dumped you,
so you ain't. I hope you wouldn't put that shit on anyway.
He like, turn that bullshit off, man.
So many big ads for it. You like, fuck it, just click it.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? You really gotta be on that tip.
Yeah.
Okay. Now comparatively, Lead has not seen it. Give me your number score for Half Baked.
Half Baked? I get Half Baked. But see.
Sum it up. What you got?
You got to be a stoner though, man. Like
I don't know if you got to be.
I don't think. You think nobody else ain't no stoner don't just sit.
But it's okay. But it's
okay. I ain't gonna even say all that. I give it a 7.
Okay.
I give it a 7. I ain't gonna.
Me, man, I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Yep. And for me, I'll probably give that bitch I want to give it a 9. I'll give it an 8.5 with you, bro.
Yeah,
I'll go
sure.
8.5 with you. That's 17. That team of people who always work together, like Seth Rogen and James Franco.
No, you gotta say Pineapple Express, man. You gotta say.
I ain't never seen that. That's
Really? Okay, did you see?
I've seen. Yeah.
Okay, so we got one who ain't seen Half Baked and one who ain't seen Pineapple Express.
Okay, look,
Pineapple Express is good, bro.
Look, Pineapple
I like
Express.
funny. I liked it. It's up there with Half Baked. It's up there.
I
It's up
like
there.
Pineapple Express.
Okay, I'm gonna say that
cool.
that
I would
and
do
Half
that.
Baked are two completely different things because
It's kind of like two
Which
different
one better?
cultures too.
Which
Two
one
different-
better?
It's like
Which one better?
one for the
It's
black
Pineapple-
culture and one for the white culture.
it's about the companionship of friends and just great times with weed and how companions work and great actors, great setups, great payoffs, just great. And then the other one is about the relationship, the funny relationship that kind of you don't think about that you have with your weed man.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Your weed, that's what Pineapple Express, like your weed man, you have a relationship with him, but you don't understand. You know, you're trying to get the fuck out of there, and he trying to chill with you and shit like
That
that.
remind me of this show that's it's pretty. I like a lot. Oh, damn, what is it called though? It's on shit. What is it? High Interventions? No, High Expect. No,
High
shit.
intervention.
No.
Is everyone giving the intervention high?
No.
Or is
It's like
That shit
high
sounds dope.
intentions.
Oh, I said that shit sounds
High
dope
maintenance.
as hell.
High maintenance.
Okay.
High
That's what it's
maintenance?
Hey man,
yes.
this definitely
But that's
sound
on
like a
that's on
high
Netflix,
podcast. Maybe I should
What's
hit
that
the
on
week. You know what I
Netflix?
mean?
There,
No, I
okay,
think
but
it might be
can we get a
I
fast?
should hit it like once or twice.
Amazon or
Oh, yeah.
Put that
I
in
got
there
like all
too,
of
bro.
the bitches, so I don't know. It's
You like that
it's
shit,
dope.
huh?
Yeah, it's dope.
This
It's
shit
kind of
sound-
it's
Are
just
there
fun.
sound different.
Are there any other weed movies that y'all can make? 'Cause I can't even think
How
of
high?
another
It's
weed.
like I haven't seen Half Baked. I
fuck.
haven't seen
How
Half
High.
Baked, but
Man, I
like
love
where
that
was
shit.
Okay, so
How
we've
High?
all seen How High, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I mean, for me,
What about How High 2? I haven't seen
I've
it.
seen as much as I could.
How High
I've
too?
seen as much as I could.
Everybody said How High too. They didn't like it. Of course, nobody. You're never gonna like the second one compared to the first one. You're never
I
gonna
got
like
you right here. I
the
got
second
you.
just looks
Hold on.
so
I got
much.
you.
What
Trump right here.
sequel?
But I liked the How High too. I liked
What
it both.
sequel? What movie?
I liked it both.
I'm not looking at you versus
It's
enemy,
two
bro.
2010s.
Bro, I got a
I mean,
question.
it will never compare to How High the
got it.
first one, but the second one, it was. They tried. You know what I mean? They
No,
tried.
they didn't, bro.
They at least
They
That's what I feel
tried.
like. I don't remember seeing
Bro,
enough
no,
of it, but
I
I remember.
tried. I tried to watch.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it's tried. I tried to
I
watch
couldn't get
it.
through it, man.
I
It
tried.
didn't
Okay.
hold my attention.
And here's what I'm saying. This
Exactly.
breaks that interview right there. Breaks that concept right there of the sequels not being better. Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
I was thinking that earlier,
What's
but
that?
I
What
haven't
you say,
seen the
Pete?
Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
That's
That
supposedly the
motherfucker
best
was
one,
good.
right?
I was just about to ask
Yeah.
that question.
Yeah.
What?
See,
what's
and
the-
I haven't-
Which
don't
comes
know,
to my
bro.
point that no sequel is going to be better than the first one.
No,
That's what I just said. Terminator is better than the first Terminator.
Yeah,
And Halloween.
exactly.
Halloween 2 is better than Halloween, right? Or Friday the 13th.
No.
Crystal
And the
Lake,
original?
whichever.
Can y'all name us?
one's got better
All
story,
the
second one's got more
motherfuckers, the
kills.
movie's the same
Okay, so
though.
that's-
Can y'all name a movie that's better than the
That
original
nigga come
movie?
out the woods
That's
and
what I
kill
was
some
trying to
white
say.
You want me to
kids.
name another movie?
Name a movie that's better than the original movie.
Terminator.
Terminate, because they changed with the technology. They start turning.
It don't matter,
I'm
bro.
about to say,
It's
don't
better.
That shit
It's
got
better.
cold. He ain't
better,
lying.
bro.
That shit got
What
cold.
about
That shit
the
better than
Fridays?
shit.
What y'all think about the Fridays?
No, the first one the best.
See,
The first one the best. The other ones, but the other ones were good. They weren't like you like, oh, this some bullshit. They had their own little twist. And that's probably because he changed from from Chris Tucker to Mike Epps. So they had a different vibe with it. But it was
I
still
kind of
funny.
really dislike the fact that they didn't bring Chris Tucker back.
No, Chris Tucker decided not to
Yeah,
come
he
back.
was getting money out
I
there.
didn't like. Okay, if that's the
Why he
fact that
got
I
money?
don't.
This one I'm
I don't
saying.
like Chris Tucker because he didn't come back.
But I heard the money wasn't right. I heard he's still mad at his money ain't right over Friday. He still say he ain't getting no money off of Friday. He still talking
Hey,
about that.
okay,
You
but
know
this-
he ain't doing no sequel. He was like, shit, I ain't getting up for the first
money
one.
look at
talks,
that nigga ain't
bullshit,
doing
money
no sequel,
Talks.
bro.
Oh, I was literally about to
That
say the
nigga's
movie.
not doing
Money
no
Talks.
sequel.
Money
Yeah,
Talks.
That
Money
nigga like-
Talks and Friday,
Money
and there was
Talks is
another
funny
one.
as hell.
The one
But
with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
funny as hell, bro.
The thing is,
That
he
shit
kept
was
seeing
good.
that he was getting typecasted as that kind of that same role, and he felt like he wouldn't be able to get better roles if he kept getting typecasted as that. So he
Wasn't that
said,
around
"I'm
Fifth
not doing
Element
Friday no
season?
more. I'm not being smoky. I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying?" Because he wanted, and ironically, his film career kind of died.
That's what happened when that check ain't right. Trust me, if he would have got like $3 or $4 million off that first movie, and they was like, man, we got $12 million for you. All that shit you talking right now.
Other niggas
that nigga would have been like, okay.
I mean, what if he was in All About the Benjamins?
That money wasn't right. I'm telling you.
What if he was in All About the Benjamins?
Him and Ice Cube whole little ride, because I think it seemed like Mike Epps and Ice Cube made like 5 movies at
but he would have kid.
Have y'all seen Janky Promoters?
What y'all want to see a sequel to All About the Benjamins?
Janky Promoters League. Janky Promoters.
I liked it that one.
I ain't see that in a minute.
That's a good little bootleg movie, man.
Let me use that as a sequitur because I want to talk. I got some people who have a wealth of experience in all the different fields. I want to talk about the process, the creative process lightly, but more the process of being an artist. I mean, I'm talking about showcases, music videos, writing your music. Talk to me about what's happening right now with that and your experiences, because I mean, this guy, Lethal Lead, has been at the Emerald Theater throwing showcases and stuff. You know what I'm saying? This guy's been DJing different places. A1, I'm not sure if you've done a show. Have you done any shows?
I have been to a little showcase, you know what I mean? So I did do a little performance or whatever in front of a nice little group. So
how did you feel about the promoter?
The promoter?
Yeah.
Janky promoter.
What was janky about?
Like that movie we were just talking about.
Janky promoter.
Janky promoters.
What was janky about the production?
They made it seem like it was gonna be this big deal, you know what I mean? It was gonna be out there. You was gonna have a showcase, a showcase for the artists who came in and did their thing, which it was a lot of artists who actually came out and did their thing, but it was also some crazy artists the promoters, the people who was filming it. They was all sloppy. They wasn't professional at all. Mm-hmm. It was dang bro, could you keep the camera on the person who's performing? What? I don't it kept passing the camera around here your turn to record. Come on, bro.
I feel like I see a lot of that happening because there's a lot of people who have the ambition maybe to create and to put something out there, but then they don't have either the know-how or the team. And some of the stuff that Lethal Lead has done has been with me, where I was learning, he was learning. You know what I'm saying? You got to play your role and just figure. A mistake happens. Okay, we're at the Emerald Theater, right? And a big artist like Jigsaw, he's on the stage, ready to perform. He hands the CD to the fucking guy at the booth. This guy, he's 80 years old. He doesn't care about hip hop. He's like, the CD's not working. So these guys Jigsaw's got a whole crew of people, 17 people all on stage, and they're frozen like mannequins. And the curtain's open, right? Curtain's open, and the song's supposed to play. And nothing happens. And now I'm looking because I already know Jigsaw gonna be looking at me. I'm looking at Lead. We are looking what the fuck we got? Okay, so you gotta get over to this guy. He's already I don't know, the CD ain't working. You know what I'm saying? There's situations that come up, and I think when you're leading, when you have a great squad of people around you that make you feel like you can help make things happen, and there's trust, amazing things can happen. And we've both been a part of some big shows and big events where things have gone kind of chaotic and shit. Do you remember any of those weird moments or anything like that? What's your experience with that?
I mean, when you asked that, I immediately remembered the other time when we had what's his name? The other Mathers, M's son.
Nate Mathers.
Nate Mathers. Remember when Nate Mathers was there, and that was just he was not necessarily the quote unquote headline, but he was
the headline.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So he was the headline and shit, but then he was on some fluke fuck shit at the end. You know what I'm saying? Nate Mathers.
Who is Nate Mathers?
Marshall Mathers' little brother.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So he was the headliner?
Yeah, and he showed up. He was there, right? He at the very end, but he did not. This
podcast about to go. Wait. Hold up. Stop the motherfucking presses.
I remember years and shit like that.
We done put it in. Okay, continue.
But yeah, and he did not fulfill his part of any deal that was made, and kind of, you can't, and that type of stuff, if you don't know as just an artist, you don't know what went on or what happened, or just even as an audience member, somebody that paid to come there, and yeah, you find whatever, but you also wanted to see this specific person or whatever, and you can't control performances or control the people that control the things that you can't be up there with the lights, you can't be up there putting each CD in. I mean, yeah, you can have a team and things can go different, but that's once you do have that team, and that's why that does matter, because like I said, like in a situation like that with an artist, there's not too much you could do, but you know, you have more people there with the knowledge of what you can do or some type of plan that can formulate, you know, and that's why that's real important. But yeah, that came to mind immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
He showed up was on some bullshit and he was a headliner. Like he showed up at the last few minutes. No, he didn't perform. He showed up in the last few minutes. I think we were cleaning up or some shit like that. they over there, you know what I'm saying? Pete handling his business.
I know the owner. I'm gonna get the owner to open it back up. I said, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like 15. Like I don't know, man. It was fucking yeah. But at the same time, there was a bunch of great shows that went on there. That shit, the team and the people that was working there was all good and shit went smooth. You know what I'm saying? And there was a bunch of those too.
That's at the Emerald Theater.
But those ones do sting and be a
There was some
reminder.
good times at the Emerald Theater. I remember. I think I did 2 shows at the Emerald Theater with P. There was some good times up there. We had. I mean, that was a good run. Man, that was a good run. I know you probably did plenty, Lee. Yeah, that was a good run.
Yeah, I mean, Emerald Theater was an important time.
Yeah, it was. It helped a lot of people get exposed.
Blue Martini. Yeah, man. Blue Martini on 6 Mile. I rode that too tight. Yeah. Good luck, guys. I'm sorry, guys. It looked like it was more than when I was rolling. The Blue Martini was a good experience. We were doing live, like, battles. It'd be like...
I remember when you was doing that.
Yeah,
I
Ski
remember that.
versus A1. And then, you know, I do the live Detroit studio telling PeterPromo. That same audience. But here's the thing. You guys, you've caught it when it's... Well, you don't be going live with shows. But the couple times you have, it's been like 16, maybe 20 people on there. Yeah. We're talking about a time where it's like 800 people. And this was like, we were on Ustream. We weren't on YouTube. We were on Ustream. It was a...
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That. And when we had people voting, it'd be like boom versus boom, and then it'd be like
that shit used to be live, bro.
Yeah, people use their phone or their PS remote and like vote for I type in the information, they vote for it. You know what I'm saying? If someone comes up and performing their own iTunes while they perform,
got your stuff.
I pop your iTunes shit up. Niggas weren't taking advantage of that shit the way we did Emerald. I'm not gonna keep switching, but we had Emerald Theater, and there was these giant 60 feet long.
You can put anything you want. Niggas would come with nothing.
Niggas would come with nothing.
He would even just throw up some shit that he had from Nate. You know what I'm saying?
Showed my video on them shits.
I put his video.
That's what I'm saying.
And man, all them people got to see my video. I was like, this the shit. And it was before the show even started. He was like, Ski, I'm just gonna throw your video on so that to get the people see something to warm up. And just little shit like that, man, that helped out a lot.
Yeah, man.
For real. That was a big help.
But the show, the online thing that we did with Ustream, that was big. Yeah, we were doing that. One time we almost broke 1 million views in one night. It was fucking like Ustream was. I was one of their #1 people out of the whole thing, because like when I dropped Detroit Studio Time. I don't think there was anything like that, or if there was, it just, I don't know, not on Ustream. I don't know. Like the first thing you see, Detroit. So people from anywhere else are like, what studio time? Studio time. And then the last thing that's important is with PeterPromo. You know what I'm saying?
They was interested automatically.
And so it just blew up from there. But the process, writing, all 3 of you guys have written a lot more than I have, let's just say. So what's the process like to get that stuff from here in your mind to pad? What is that? I know it can be difficult.
That's cool.
I'm gonna just tell you like this. My whole process, sometimes, man, I could just be like driving the car, or like I can be like on break at work or somewhere, anywhere. Like I just probably at the crib, just chilling with the homies, just throwing an instrumental. You know what I mean? And just start freestyling. You know what I mean? Freestyling, record it on my phone, and like when I'm by myself, like I go through those recordings, just listen to it. I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of liked that, whatever. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and go back.
Do you write that bar down?
Yeah, write like the whole little.
Oh, the paragraph or whatever.
Paragraph, whatever it is. Like write down the hook, whatever. You know what I mean? Just write it down. You know what I mean? And
but that's
how it goes.
Would you take that, like you listen to, let's say, 4 different clips and take almost a 16 out of that, and then you fill in the gap, just come up with some shit to fill in the gaps?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay. Yep. You put me on. I just assume people just pull out a thing, hear a beat, and just start writing. So that's different.
Yeah, I've done that too. But yeah, that's mostly I've done that. You know what I mean? So just freestyling.
Okay.
Write it down. You know what I mean? So, yep. That's how I go.
I like to come up with ideas like similar to what you said. Like I like to catch that spontaneous moment because I feel like if I wait till I get home and try to jot some shit down, so usually you at work, you might be wherever, and that's when you get that inspirational moment. So I just whip my phone out and I jot it down on my digital notepad, or I even record it. If sometimes I like to
That's
record
super important.
cause I do the voice recorder, and I like to, I mean,
Get
you
that
might
cadence
just be feeling
and everything,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, Lee. I might just have that. I want that certain vibe. Like I just don't want to write it down. I want to know. I want to say it like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I voice record it, so I remember in my mind. It just ain't what the words I said, but when I said it like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just, I add more to it, because usually it'd be a spurt. It'd be 4 or 8 bars. And I'd be like, damn, and I get home and I'm gonna add some more to this, and just build from there. I like to come up with hooks, because hooks help build songs.
Exactly. Yeah,
They breed the idea.
Back when I actually took rapping, I don't know. Now I would consider myself more of a making the beats or something like that, you know what I'm saying, or recording some friends or something like that. But back when I was trying to make beats and actually rap and write or whatever, that would be the first thing, would be to go and make a hook, you know what I'm saying, and kind of come up with something from there. And I would do it kind of like how P was saying, and I would just pull out the paper and start writing. But that I will always get writer's block. I'm not, so I'm not a writer, you know what I'm saying. It's just different flowing with it and trying to write it down. Right. So eventually I just kind of morphed into, any time that I'm recording something, I'm more likely to just hop in there and probably do a whole 16 and just punch in spots to where that was sweet, what was that, I'll fix that right there, you know, that was sweet. And I just say fuck it, and it might not always, even once I clean it up a little bit, and I might not always make 100% sense or whatever, but I just be feeling whatever cadence I be on, and I don't know, man, I'm more of a, use my voice as an instrument more than I'm trying to say anything for real, you know what I'm saying. But when I do speak, cool. I try and keep it true though, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. You being
for sure.
true. That's the main thing.
What you about to say, Juan?
Just picking back off what he was talking about, the cadence, when you freestyling or whatever, or trying to make a song or whatever, that's a lot. That's important. I ain't gonna lie. I've done that too. Where you can be feeling the beat. You know what I mean? You can just go in. You know what I mean? Just whatever you're feeling at that moment, just go by that cadence. And then he said fucking up or whatever, you fucking up. But what the fuck is that? Yeah. So when that's exactly what I was picking back off of. You know what I mean? So when I was when I'm freestyling in the car or whatever, trying to come up with something. You know what I mean? I hear it, those couple bars. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me write that down. And then the next little shit, I wasn't really feeling that. Let me go ahead and just write something else down. Or I just put on the instrumental and just repeat what I had wrote down, and then try to go off after that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I think that me not being a writer, I always try to take in the different ways. There's this singer, and she has these very melodic and very heartfelt songs, and I'll be always thinking man, she must have really went through some relationship shit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And she told me that she kind of got everyone has a vice. Mm-hmm. So I ain't trying to but she drink, you know what I'm saying? She said that she'll go down to the boardwalk. What do you call the
Riverwalk.
I need to get out.
I
need to get out.
Go down to the boardwalk. Get a slice of pizza. Whatever.
So she'll lay out there, drink a pint or something like that, and she'll just look at what's happening around. She'll just get a character. She'll think of a character, a woman who husband is just cheating on her, and she love that nigga, and she just, you know what I'm saying? And then and then off of that, she gets that character, and then she gets to start, you know what I'm saying? And she's a great singer.
That sounds like some Heroes, if y'all ever seen that shit. That's her
power. Yeah. So she writing songs off of that energy.
Wake up and she got her whole song written and shit. Oh, fuck it, I'm going to call P right now.
That would be a dope superhero character.
She writing songs from a cinematic standpoint. She writing songs from
Don't forget to put
my name. She visualizing it like a movie and writing it. That's dope. to me, if she doing it like that,
Yeah,
that's a unique
sure.
way of coming up with a song. Like
That's
she
dope.
doing it from a cinematic standpoint. Like
And forgive,
that's what a movie, a person writing a script or a movie
right?
would approach.
And forgive me if
So I
she
think
hears
that's
this and knows
She get
that
into
you know
it
what I'm saying. I
like
just what you
character.
talk about, but that sound like something somebody would say to try something deep when you ask them that question. Like, how do I go to the corner store, grab a bottle.
What would you drink? What would you drink?
She in detail, huh, Lee?
Fireball.
Lee said she.
And one time I looked to my left, then I looked to my right,
So you said-
and a man was striking a woman, and I was like, yes.
Oh, you know what? And I wanted to listen. We've been on point. But I really wanted to. You know what? I was at the Coney Island, sitting there waiting on my food. I didn't want to go back home. I'm smoking a blunt, and you know, in the car next to me, it had been like jumping around and shit. I'm just like, all right, it's 4:00 in the morning in Detroit, 7 Mile. And at some point, I looked at the side, and I had seen that he had lunged at her in the passenger seat and was like kind of giving her the business.
Damn.
And I remember that feeling. I think that like maybe all men don't feel it, but I feel like this instinctually, it's just instinct. It's in our, you see a woman in trouble and somehow like, yeah, if a woman walking down 7 Mile, I ain't gonna pull over and give her a ride, but like just something about a woman crying or just not, you know what I'm saying? I think it's insane. Now we don't have to react to it, but instinctually we scared of spiders. But some people get over that and they can handle spiders. But I think instinctually,
Right.
and I sat there and I watched it and I just debated the whole time. I'm high as fuck. I'm just like, do I get out this car? What am I doing? Like, what do I do? You know, I'm supposed to do bro code or whatever. Like, it's Detroit, hey, my bitch. Hey. But at some point, I don't know. What if that would have been a 6-year-old little girl? Do I
Man, listen,
do I
at that
do I-
point, man, you.
Damn, that's a tough spot.
You get out the whip, man. You go to the
That's a
phone
tough
booth, man.
spot.
Take off your clothes. And you tell Superman,
A
man.
lot of
I ain't trying. You're right, but at the same time,
because a lot of people would be like, a lot of people first answer would be quick to be like, okay, I'm gonna intervene, I'm gonna do something.
no, I don't think.
But
most
what are
people
you
do it.
gonna
I don't
do?
think
No,
most
I'll
people
call
would
the
do it.
police. No, I'm talking about call the police.
See, I don't think niggas would do that either.
That's what
No,
I'm
I don't
saying. You
think
gotta
so
think,
either.
what are you gonna do?
I
What
don't
is your
think so.
expectation of the
I don't
result?
think
You
people
know what I'm
do either
saying?
of those.
Now maybe that's overthinking it, but at the same time,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's realistic too. You know what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying?
you're saying with the girl, no
I'm
one's.
talking about with the kid.
Oh yeah, see, I was talking about the girl with the kid.
Oh, I was talking
I'm
about the
sorry,
girl,
I
too.
feel like I'm gonna have to put
Yeah, I'm
myself
talking about
in
with the
danger. and
kid. Like,
if
you
it's
might-
a 6-year-old little
Yeah,
girl,
that's what I'm talking about with the
and
kid.
he just
Girl.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
for
about with
sure.
the
Yeah,
kid,
yeah.
bro. You
Yeah,
might want to.
yeah.
I don't know. You'll
Yeah,
be
for
like,
sure.
torn.
'Cause, like, it's not
Trust
my
me.
business,
It'd
but
be
at
a
the
little
same
different
time,
with the kid.
I just
And then it's
evil
his
is
kid.
evil. Evil is evil.
Yeah, that's
It'd
for
be
sure.
like-
evil.
With the kid, that's a question. But with the woman, though, like I said, I would have to kind of think, what do I want my outcome to be? You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Because I know if for whatever reason,
If
lunging
anything,
on
I'ma
my,
say
and I'm on
something.
my, you know what I'm
You don't
saying?
know
For
what
some
happened.
whatever the fuck reason, I'm doing that shit. Somebody come at me. That's a bad move on them. You know what I'm saying?
hard to-
So
it's
I
hard
don't.
to-
But at the same time, here's what I'm saying.
I feel you on that.
We all have testosterone and adrenaline. Okay, I even myself have been a victim of letting that shit take me to a point to where
Let me see that lighter.
I was grateful to have, I guess, a friend here that stood in my way and stopped me from doing something that in my rage, I wish that I had a strong man that would be like, bro, I'm your nigga, you fucking up.
Well, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
here's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
for sure.
So
I
as
feel
strong
you,
black
bro.
men, if you see a man who like, okay, I see the testosterone, I see the adrenaline, we all cavemen.
Say
We can
something.
see. We can see.
At least say something.
You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta punch you,
What
but I
if
can
he
be like,
don't
bro.
listen?
I mean, to be honest,
Bro.
that situation
Sometimes
with them
people
being in the
just
car next to you is even different than them being standing in front of the Coney. Standing in front of the Coney, different situation. You can. I would probably most likely intervene. You know what I'm saying?
'cause
But
that
you
is
in the
right.
car next to, I gotta open your car door and I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so much other stuff that go
Oh,
with
yeah,
that a
you
little
ain't
bit.
lying.
You know what I'm saying?
lot to it,
and
bro.
you know what I'm saying? And
Here's what I'm saying. I feel
they
like this-
concealed. You don't know.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a
you don't
lot
know,
to
man.
it.
We
That-
all here are artists, and we will relish the opportunity to be like, hey, I hit you guys up and say, let's do a podcast. You're like, yep, bet. There are some people who all they do is work out, and all they do is some take roids, and all they, you know, they
And that's
never made
good shit.
And for them, They just looking for an opportunity.
Exactly.
Hey, P, is somebody fucking with you, bro? You let me know. So like they just,
yes.
you know what I'm saying? And all they looking is for a nigga to, and you beating that bitch too? Yeah. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You better be strapped, nigga.
Exactly.
You know, and so for those, maybe, he ain't trying to be superhero. He just looking for a reason. He can do that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like it's niggas that want to be police officers. It's niggas that want to go to war. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas.
Fuck that.
You want to go to war.
You know what I'm saying? It's niggas that they just want to do that shit that other niggas don't. And it's good that it's that differentiated different people in the world. And everybody all fucking cookie cuts and shit like that because you need them different varieties of niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I think one of the main things that is a cornerstone of that conversation there and that situation is the state of the mind of the black man right now. And when I think about that, I think about mental health. I think about men talking about emotions, men talking about depression, men talking so that it's not a stigma that to be a man you have to be Hercules, to be a man you have to be Superman. Like, no, to be a man you have to be a human. And we all go through the same shit, but I feel like, go, what do you got?
I don't know. I don't feel like that's ever gonna be that's never gonna be like it's people that believe that already. It's people that already live by that or already, you know what I'm saying, that's already their mindset. And it's gonna continue to be more, but it's never gonna be the majority. You know what I'm saying? Just like the other way around, like women wanna be 100% equal sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Now, I'm not saying I'm against that or nothing crazy like that, but I'm just saying realistically, you know what I'm saying, like there's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's a bad.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. You're making a reference to that.
Mental awareness, man. Mental awareness for sure. Cause like it's a lot of people like in the world that's just dealing with shit. Like I go through shit myself. So mental awareness.
I think that we're all creatives here. Well, I know that.
Yeah.
And I would assume that we all deal with depression in radical and different ways because I know myself as a creative, right? I find myself in situations I'll be depressed but have 10 hours of studio time where I have to put on a smile and I have to be like, oh shit, that shit was dope, bro. And I gotta, you know what I'm saying, be in that zone to help people further their careers without cynicism, without a fakeness, because I'm actually in the moment.
That's giving a lot of energy, and it's like, I know you probably got moments that you like.
Well, the worst part is like whatever I'm depressed about is probably over a chick or something like that, and then a nigga in his verse say the shit that directly makes me think like, oh, fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? He ain't talking about my chick, but at the same time,
that's a chord with you, huh?
That's the,
and I got a nerve for sure. Like,
bro, when I got out of my relationship, everybody felt like that first month. I felt like everybody was, I'm fucking your bitch. You trying to be in a relationship? I just felt like everybody was just. Wow. So it's like, listen, you guys get depressed, and then you listen to something. I don't know who's new. I want to say Kevin Gates. I don't know whoever niggas listen to when they get emotional and shit, and it gets you in your zone and gives you your power back. Me, I am forced because of my job to listen to a bunch of shit that reminds me of why I'm depressed and how it fucking agitates me and shit. And it should be overwhelming. And though I compact all these things, and so I do terrible things in my life because that's, as an artist, how I deal with my depression. But I know that everyone here as an artist deals with their shit in different ways. We sometimes push people away. We make bad decisions. We spend money. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't really help it that some dudes, you know what I mean, like say like you're going through something, some dudes feel a certain way about it. You know what I mean? They feel different. You know what I mean? You still gotta go about your life and still like be strong about it, whatever. You gotta deal with it a different way. But what the point I was trying to make is that you definitely gotta, like, when you dealing with something, bro, you gotta like keep to yourself sometimes. You know what I mean? Don't let it get to you or whatever.
I think when you're dealing with something, you have to have a strong foundation. Someone, people that you could talk to. Right. You should. You don't have to, but you should.
You definitely should.
That's what helps.
Yeah, you shouldn't be like. Let me ask you this:
get help.
If you get on your worst way, you got somebody you can call right now just to be like, man, I'm fucked up.
I do.
Well, that's a good ass question.
I
know.
Man,
I got somebody.
this is a little chick, man. Like,
Do you have a bro? Do you have a bro?
Yeah, my bro too. Like my homeboy.
Like when you just fucked up.
My nigga Mike. Hey, shout out to Mike.
But you know what? That's a
yeah.
good...
Like when I fucked up, bro. I talked to bro. Like our relationship go like too deep. You know what I mean? He understand me on a spiritual level. So
damn.
Definitely like when
that's strong, bro.
For sure. Like I talked to bro.
Ski.
But like yeah.
You got
I got a girl side of everything too.
All right. Ski, do you have a bro when you down bad? They done towed your car, shit's fucked up at the house. You know.
My father, bro. My father.
Oh man.
Yeah, my father. That's my go-to. That's a good question you asked. I was about to say because everybody need a go-to. You need that one person you know what it's like. I need to talk to somebody. You need that go-to. But my father, my go-to, bro.
That's real as fuck.
I mean, when you first said that was the first person that came to my mind, but I don't know. I hate to say that. I mean, not I hate to say, but I guess thinking of it. No, not that, but no, not that. No, my dad was the first person that came to mind. I know I said I hate to say that, but I hate to say, but I'll take that back to this next statement that was. I don't know if I'm in such denial, or I guess sometimes I look at like what I would consider depressed or upset about, and sometimes I just look at the rest of what's going on around me with other people that I know that confide in me and stuff like that, and I just never feel like my issues or what I got going on, I don't want to say equate to that, or it's just like, well, I don't know, it's just like I never feel like it gets to me enough to where I can actually say like I'm actually depressed right now or today or about this or anything like that. It kind of once it kind of bothers me, I kind of just not really
bounce back quick.
Yeah. It's not that I'm always looking at everybody else's situation, but that does cross my mind. But it just in general, other things that could be wrong or the things that I do have and things like that. So I kind of confide in myself sometimes. But like I said, when you said it, though, my dad did come to my mind to where like if something was going on and I did feel like I need to call somebody, I feel like I could call my dad, and maybe that's because I feel like he would listen and maybe not have the best advice or anything really real to say, but I know I can talk to him and he gonna absorb and remember everything I said, and not a judgmental way. But if I dug into it about a specific thing, I feel like he would then be able to, you know, kind of pinpoint on those specific things if I ask for that part, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's just I don't know, but I haven't come to that in life to where I felt like I've gotten to that level to where I've needed to conversate that deep yet. But maybe, like I said, I would hate to say that maybe I'm just in denial of the shit, you know what I'm saying? But
I mean, it'll happen. Your father.
Yeah.
So you going to see? Well, he's got daughters.
My dad.
Yeah.
He got my sister.
So you know what I'm saying? You know what? I thought you were okay. Well, the bottom line is, I wanted to ask you, A1, what's your situation like with your dad?
I was about to say, man, me and my dad, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, my dad ain't been the best dad, but when I do holler at him, man, he a cool guy, like, you know what I mean? I try to make my relationship stronger with my daddy, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely trying to get to that, you know what I mean? Especially like involving my kids, but it's like I've lived like this amount of time without my dad, and like I had to kind of raise myself, you know what I mean? Like sometimes like me and my brothers, cousins, growing up, man, in a household where that's all I had was my brother, my cousins, you know what I mean, living in one crib, and my mom, where I had to lean on them, you know what I mean? So
I feel you.
So like I definitely got to make my dad, you know what I mean, get stronger, closer with my daddy.
You got kids, bro?
Yeah, I got two.
Okay. Yep. What you got?
2 boys.
2 boys. I got 2 boys too.
He's got a boy.
Yeah, I got a son too. But see, and that's it.
We got all son.
Oh, see, that's why I'm P with none. But but no, see, and that's the thing too, because what you saying that like my mom though, like my dad, he's always been in my life, but not always like. I mean, you know, those periods or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that, I don't know, as a kid, I don't know if it was long or short, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying, I know that there was those times that I didn't see him for a minute or whatever, but And my mom was always there. You know what I'm saying? I would never take that away. Yeah, she always whatever. But with being the person to come to, though, you know what I'm saying, my mom, with that being said, she a little too close to, you know what I'm saying, a little too close to home for some type of stuff, to where my dad is still my dad, but it's that little bit of that distance that, you know what I'm saying, that where it's like, I don't know, our interactions were more controlled, to where when I want to see him I could, and when he wanted to see me he could, but you know what I'm saying, my mom or whatever, she was always, you know what I'm saying, so I don't know, it's just a little, I don't know, man.
I gotta get close to my daddy, man, for sure. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I get my lyrical ability from my dad, like this love for music, definitely get it from my dad, bro. My dad was like a big Prince fan. Like, you know what I mean?
Man.
So
Prince the shit.
And like all those,
I'm not a Prince fan.
Old dudes, like he used to play a good song and everything. So
Hey,
Dad, I'm coming to see you, man.
I'm not a Prince fan.
You not a Prince fan?
Nah. I missed that. I missed it because I was on Michael.
Yeah, I was Michael too.
I love Michael and Prince. Though.
You can't love him. You
can't love both. What you say?
You wearing blood, but you crip walking and shit.
Not trying to. Yeah, bro. I guess I am, because not trying to be funny. Like, dude, I was on Michael, Prince. Dude, I was on that shit. I'm telling you. New Edition. I was deep on all that shit, bro. Like,
so
music.
when did you start rapping? When was the first moment?
Shit, I started rapping like 92.
What was it? A mixtape? I mean,
just
not really, when you just started rapping. I'm saying, when did you do your first song?
First song, that's 95.
What was it called?
It was a feature. I don't even remember the name. It wasn't even my song, bro. It was a cat. We was in high school and the cat had got a track, and we went to the studio, and it was actually his song. He told me to write some shit to it. That was like my first time going to the studio and doing the song and all that shit. But that was like 95.
Okay. A1, what was your first song, bro?
Man, my first song, honestly, it was a feature. My jump was like a feature for sure too. It was me, you know what I mean, my cousin Mo, and you know what I mean, my homeboy Marcus or whatever. M. Dot, shout out to M. Dot.
M. Dot.
we all in his studio. He made beats or whatever. But yeah, I started rapping, man, like when I was way younger than that. You know what I mean? Just as adolescents. You know what I mean? Like we used to always like just rap, you know what I mean? Just play with the music or whatever. Always making beats on the table. You know what I mean? We had some older brothers to look up to. You know what I mean? Dirty Boy, you know what I mean? Nice and Furious at the time, but right now his name is Mr. 16. Shout out to 16. But yeah, like we used to look at them, man. Like we used to always just like be just trying to copy them, like, oh, that's sweet, like always just making music, but never really pursued it for real.
Right.
Like we were just playing with it, just having fun with it, but at the same time, we know we love music, and that's what kind of like the love came from. You know what I mean, that's how we even started. You know what I mean, just like, man, we actually do this, man. Like let's just fuck with it, you know what I mean? Let's see where it gets us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
for about it. That's
and then
what's
it was like, start getting that creative side, started doing it. You know what I mean? Now look at us now.
All right.
So,
look at
Lee,
you now.
what's
you know what I mean?
what's our first song, Lee?
Honestly, I was trying to remember that whole time, so I couldn't like really.
What's the one you can remember?
No Joking was like the first one that I can remember actually. Because I remember that actually was my first like Fruity Loops beat, and like that was the first song that I like took serious and like made the Fruity Loops beat and like wrote it and actually like paid for studio time to get it recorded. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
But yeah, that was a little one. I think that's still up on my Facebook or something. So that's
No joking, nigga.
Yeah. P put that one together for me. But yeah, I think that was the first one that I actually, was doing it like that.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know, man. Now it's morphed into something like I was saying earlier, to where it's just more free spirited. I just make a beat real quick and just hop in there and just play around. But you know, I gotta make them public though. I gotta make them available. That's what I gotta do.
I want to hear something, man.
I was interested. I know. See,
yeah. I know, that's what I'm saying. I gotta get back on it. I gotta get back on it, man. You know, but
we know you got that fire, man.
That's why when Pete called today, I was like, you know what? Yes, you know what I'm saying.
You got that fire, man. You hiding.
But in the meantime, y'all could check out the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The Finn TSP. You know what I'm saying? It's just PHEN TSP. You know
I got one more for each of you guys, real quick. How'd you come up with your rap name?
Man, my cousin gave me my rap name because it's a crazy ass story, bro. The motherfucking United States and the USSR was like at a Cold War in the 80s. Remember 80?
I know talking about the Cold War.
YaBoiSki and all that shit.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying all that Russian shit. It was in the Rocky movie and all that. Yeah. And he just took that off and just calling me, I'm gonna call you Ski. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, that shit just stuck. Like, that's how that shit started. Yeah. It's weird. It just
who did that? Your brother?
No, my cousin.
Oh, okay.
My cousin on my mother's side.
Damn.
My auntie's son.
So you were graced upon with the name.
That's crazy. It's weird, bro. It's like that's really not like, it's just like a nickname. I just adopted it as a rap name because people know it. So it's just really a nickname. But you know.
A1, what you got? How'd you get the name?
A1. So A1 Banks came from that. So my first name, Antoine, start with an A. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? A1. You know what I mean? Always gonna be first. But you know what I mean? A1, like just thinking of like what it stands for, just like being great. You know what I mean? Like you think of A1 sauce, what you? A1 steak. Sauce is cold on steak. You know what I mean? Like, good as hell. Right, exactly. So like that's how I look at me, bro. Like, hey man, you know, hey, listen, you need me. You know what I mean? Like I'm good on the track, great. You know what I mean? Banks came from just me. That's what I want. You know what I mean? Like just to have money. You know what I mean? Just to have enough, man, to kind of just like, you know what I mean? Just
be straight,
you know what I mean, in life, you know what I mean? Like, I had to worry, no worries. I mean, so, like, I'm after the banks, bro. Like, so, I'm after it, you know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yes, that's
what's up.
That's 100. And I'm happy you said it like that because it kind of morphed all the way from, you know, my dad, whole side of my dad family, they call me Kali. You know, that's not my birth name, but that's just what my dad and everybody from that side of my family called me. And as a nickname, as a kid, they always called me Lead Dog. You know what I'm saying? So started making music and stuff like that. It was Lead Dog, and then I got older. You know what I'm saying? And had that sound a little kiddish, like how Little Bow Wow just went to Bow Wow, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Lead Dog. And then from there I was like, oh, that sounds kiddish, so I'm gonna go super aggressive with Lethal Lee, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Fuck kiddish, it's lethal, it's deadly now, you know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a motherfucker from a karate movie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. But then eventually that just morphed into just Lee with 2 E's, so it's just LEED, just those 4, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that.
The E's aren't 3s or nothing weird.
No, sometimes it's L313D. You know what I'm saying, nigga?
Cut your throat.
But yeah, normally it's just LED.
Samurai.
You know what I'm saying? But all more from Khalid on my dad's side of the family. You know what I'm saying? Just turn into that.
Yeah, man. I just learned a little bit more about everybody's here stories.
Right. Have you said on your podcast how
I'm about
your
to
name
change my rap
from?
name, nigga.
Nah, we're gonna say that for another podcast. I see what you did.
Okay.
I see what you did, man.
I'm about to pull a Machiavelli. I'm about to flip it.
Oh, I thought you meant you were
my name, nigga.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the Tupac Machiavelli. I didn't know where I was going. Drive down the street.
Tupac with the Machiavelli. No, I'm still be here. I'm just gonna switch the name up.
Would people be upset if we recreated the Tupac murder?
What you mean?
He's driving in the car. We just recreated
Have
it.
him live.
Mm-hmm.
Have him jump out that bitch shooting text back. Oh,
what you mean by like recreating though? Like,
have Pac jump out that bitch, getting back at their ass.
You know, shoot it. Have 2 cars.
That'd be
nasty. We won't be in Vegas, so we can be at the casino downtown.
No,
be driving around that bitch and then recreate it.
Like, as a movie reality, or like a scene or like a
reality.
Video.
Yeah, like for a video.
For a video.
You know what I mean? I just recreate shit. I don't have to have a reason.
I think people, but you know what? anybody that do that, people love Pac so much they gonna hate on you
that's
like
my
a
question.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now you're saying to have it where he lives.
I said
like,
the only way.
Motherfucker.
No, I just have it where some shit happen where
They
they
missed and they
fuck
pulled
up.
off.
Right.
Where they fuck up like that shit jam or something.
Tupac
Like,
would have got out the car and would have pulled, he would have pulled something out of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would have just left.
I would have had a
Well,
final
pulled off and he was just busting out the
Final
car so we see that
Destination
he
shit,
alive.
and
You know what I'm
that bitch
saying?
jam on their ass.
Let's
You
see.
miss me, motherfucker. Tony Montana.
Get the
Just light up the strip. It be in front of MGM. Just.
Oh my god.
Cause you gotta be by the casino, nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta be MGM.
That would be dope.
We got an MGM too.
Do we know somebody that look like Tupac?
I don't know.
Niggas get mad, be like, "What you mean? If Pac was from Detroit, he would." You know what I'm
I know
saying?
somebody
That's
like
why I said I wouldn't touch it. Niggas would be, dude.
That would be the scary thing. Pac was from Detroit.
Dude, we'll be the most hated on motherfuckers. Hey, we'll be trending, nigga.
We'll be trending.
We'll be trending.
We'll be trending. All eyes on me.
We'll be all eyes on me. Then we had to need Tekashi 6ix9ine security, nigga.
Nah, you're right. He's out
Niggas
here.
be motherfuckers be hating us.
You know, I hate to
That
say
nigga
that,
say-
but you know, it's a great marketing plan.
Tekashi 6ix9ine security.
Takashi's got a great marketing plan. Everyone's talking about him, because his music ain't really relevant right now, right? His music ain't really
Nah,
doing
he just
shit.
like a clown. He like a publicity clown. So he just
He's just doing what 50 did, except it's kind of
Yeah.
just he got a different. His
He done
quote
lost
of
his
being a rat
artistry
is
if
a
he
lot
had
more
any.
prominent
Didn't 50
than 50's.
bring him in?
And it was like cool or something like that. I
Yeah,
don't
50
know.
had him in. Like, you know what's funny? 50 be up some fugazi shit, cause 50 be talking a lot of shit, but on 50 resume, 50 be packing up some fugazi ass
what I'm saying.
niggas. Cause he put that nigga in the video, had a nigga all in the car,
Yeah,
standing
they
on
had
the
a
car
song. They
rapping.
had a song together. I
You the
don't know
one
if he-
putting
I
these
think he was
niggas
already
on.
doing his thing.
Y'all the
before
one
that,
endorsing
though.
these niggas, bring them in the game, and then you complaining about them being in the game. What the fuck you bring them in the game for? Y'all the one bringing them.
I didn't
fugazi
even
ass
know you
niggas.
put me up on game on that. I didn't even know how it was
Crazy
going.
ass niggas always talking shit. And be bringing all the snitches and the informants. They like black Judases, nigga.
Yeah, I seen that movie too. Did you guys see the Black Judas?
Nope.
No, I ain't even
didn't
see
see
all
it.
that.
I will tell you this, man.
Was it good?
It's just a movie to where it's like, hey, if you want
I
to
didn't
hate,
see
if you
it.
want to hate white people for the next 4 days, then watch it. And if you really want to,
Well, you really say white people or the FBI? 'Cause
White people.
All white people?
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up.
If you want to hate white people for the
I'm
next 4
surprised they ain't
days,
banned that
just
motherfucker.
watch that movie.
That's
And if
how
you
I
want a
feel.
really somber ending that just makes you go, fuck, man, this is like,
It's sad,
I
bro.
felt like just
You
looking
seen
at
it,
the
Lee?
trailer and looking at the poster and looking at it without watching the movie. I felt like that's how it was gonna feel.
I wouldn't.
That's how I felt like it was
I would
gonna
never like put in a word hate white people. You know what I mean?
for 4 days.
You,
If you watch this movie,
You
you're going to
telling
hate
me
white
if
people
you
for
watch
4
these
days.
people-
okay.
For
That's
4
a-
days.
it's
After
a-
you watch
it's
this
a-
movie.
Then, hey, it is what it is. But like,
on some
I feel
us.
like I'll probably never
Up in that
hate
us on some
anybody,
get
you
out.
know what I mean?
Get out
I'll
that
for
shit.
sure feel some type of resentment. For sure.
It's just sad, man. But either way, it's
But look, one of the black men that flipped on him,
Yeah, but-
O'Neal,
he was coerced.
he was coerced.
Yeah, you know,
He
you know.
ain't have to do it, man.
And-
Why he ain't stand up and say, "Motherfuck"? Why he ain't say something, man? Fuck y'all, I ain't doing this shit.
I mean, you know, the police switch it up. On you, you know what I'm saying?
know what I'm saying?
You turn you into a snitch, and then when you try to get out,
You
they
got
go,
in
well,
too
we'll
deep.
we'll tell everybody that you've been snitching. And it's like, fuck, now I'm stuck. Now I gotta keep snitching. So it's just, and then they got you under the thumb, and then you're
Damn,
fucked. You
you
know
got
what I'm
in
saying?
too deep.
Yeah, a little bit.
I gotta
Damn.
see that.
Check it out if you want to hate white people for 4 days.
You gotta
But-
wrap this shit up, P.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. I want to put something out there into the universe for all my viewers out there, for the people watching here. We're gonna take a little bit of some joy, a little bit. We're gonna take a little bit of creativity and a little bit of well wishes from my panel here to put out there to the universe. Any young men out there, any young people, anybody watching, here's some game from some real Detroit black men living the life, doing the experience, being creative, tackling their problems, and taking things head on. If you're a young man, here's some words of advice. Ski.
It's for the young women and the young men. Stay focused on your agenda. Don't get distracted by the things around you. Whatever you want to do, don't let people tell you that you can't do it and fall into the trap of and letting them get in your head. Stay in your own head. Stay in your own thoughts. Don't get caught up in the world. It's easy to get caught up in the world, especially with the internet. Try to unplug and get in your own thoughts. And be a creator, be an individual. Don't be a follower. Stay educated.
By the way, follow me at PeterPromo.
Yep.
A1, give me something for the universe.
Listen, everything he said, man. Also, man, just stay in focus, man. Follow your heart. Don't rush. Don't try to rush to be, you know what I mean, too grown. I mean, continue to like follow your path, man. Like, forget trends. You know what I mean, don't worry about following trends. Stay focused on you and bettering you as a person, man, so that you like just better yourself, man. Like just better yourself, man. Stay focused and just keep God first for sure. And hey man, don't rush things.
That's one thing I forgot right there.
Slow.
Keep God first.
For the universe.
For everything they said, everything, you know what I'm saying, of course, and stay ready for those opportunities, because when they come, you're going to need to take those. So just stay ready, stay positive, take care of your kids. Women and children. I mean, women and children. Men and children. You know what I'm saying? I mean, men and women. No, but seriously,
y'all take care of the kids.
No, but seriously, though, when Steve first started talking, everything he first was saying, like I was like, damn, that's exactly what I was, you know, because like, everybody at this table.
We all fathers. We all fathers at this table, and we all trying to leave a legacy, and we all trying to build for what the next generation is to come. It's the future. It's here.
Exactly.
It's here.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Stay ready for those opportunities. Take care of the kids, because that is the future. And just be positive, man. You send that energy out, it's gonna come back to you for sure.
Amen.
For real.
Yeah, stay away from negative energy for sure.
Yep.
I guess if I throw something out there to be a contrarian, I will say that you got to experience everything. That life is a rainbow, and everything comes in different waves, man. You can't be happy all the time, because if you're happy, you'll be complicit, and you'll be bored, and your life won't feel fulfilled. You gotta feel sadness sometimes, but don't dwell in it. You gotta feel depression sometimes, but don't dwell in it. But feel it, experience it, don't run from it, and try to have conviction. Don't change who you are based off the scenario. Have conviction. If this is the way you are, who you are, then stick to that. But honestly,
be yourself for sure, man.
You know, you gotta do all the things. I will not tell you to stay away from any particular energy, because, you know, I was in a very bad place, and I was surrounded by people with bad energy. And for me, I'm like a reversal. I just swapped that shit out by being around negative people. It made me positive, and I gave them positive energy. But that's because I was in fucking. Sure. That's because I was in fucking rehab. You know, what do you call it?
Emotional rehab.
When you go to the therapy,
physical rehab.
Therapy, group therapy. Group therapy. So everyone had died or had some fucked up shit wrong with them. Damn. So everybody was just fucked up. And by being around all that negative energy and people being like, yo,
I just saying earlier, I was kind of just like thinking about not even just thinking.
I'll tell you, man. You know, if you're a positive person, you want to stay around positive energy, but at the same time, if there's negative energy around you, then maybe try to be someone who can help.
You gotta be
You gotta be that light in the darkness.
Yeah,
sure.
that's
real shit.
You can choose.
Shit, man.
You can choose to leave those negative people, but I tell you what, man. When things happen and you have the power to do it, fuck what Spider-Man said. It's kind of on you, because you had a fucking hand in it. If you believe in God, then God put you in that person's path. And you know, if you don't believe that, you believe in the universe, well, then the universe puts you in that path. And if you believe in chaos, then chaotically this person's here, and it's up to you what you want to do. And most importantly, if you're young, strap it up and keep fucking. Please don't let nobody tell you anything different.
For sure, wrap it up. For sure,
fucking wrap it up. Have fun. It's life. You don't know if you're gonna die at 99 or if you're gonna die at 33. So just fucking live it.
It's real shit.
We are here
Real
doing
shit.
this black experience, this creative experience, this fucking entrepreneur experience. We out here doing our thing. It's been an amazing episode. I think that we really touched on things that no other podcast that I've done has done yet, guys. And so I appreciate you guys. We out of here, guys. As always, it's the Peter Promo Podcast. On behalf of YaBoiSki, A1 Banks, and Lead. Be yourself, cause everybody else is already taken.
Hey, that's my favorite part.
That's your slogan? Yeah. You say that every week?
When I
do the live, yeah.
Oh man, that's dope.
All the time.
Did you come up with that?